Phenom is the 64-bit AMD desktop processor line based on the K10 microarchitecture, in what AMD calls Family 10 hours processors, sometimes incorrectly called K10H. Triple-core versions belong to the Phenom 8000 series and quad-cores to the AMD Phenom 10-4000 series. The first processor in the family was released in 2007. Background: AMD considers the quad-core Phenoms to be the first true quad-core design, as these processors are a monolithic multi-core design, unlike Intel's Core 2 Quad series which are a multi-chip module design. The processors are on the socket AM2 Plus platform. Before Phenom's original release, a flaw was discovered in the translation look-aside buffer that could cause a system lock-up in rare circumstances. Phenom processors up to and including stepping B2 and BA are affected by this bug. BIOS and software workarounds disable the TLB, and typically incur a performance penalty of at least 10%. This penalty was not accounted for in pre-release previews of Phenom, hence the performance of early Phenoms delivered to customers is expected to be less than the preview benchmarks. B3 stepping Phenom processors were released March 27, 2008 without the TLB bug and with XX50 model numbers. An AMD subsidiary has released a patch for the Linux kernel, to overcome this bug by software emulation of accessed and dirty bits. This method causes less performance loss than previous workarounds. The program was said in December 2007 to have received minimal functional testing. AMD launched several models of the Phenom processor in 2007 and 2008 and an upgraded Phenom 2 in late 2008. Model naming methodology: the model numbers of the Phenom line of processors were changed from the PR system used in its predecessors, the AMD Athlon 64 processor family. The Phenom model numbering scheme, for later released Athlon X2 processors, is a 4-digit model number whose first digit is a family indicator. Energy-efficient products end with an A-Euro or A-Euro suffix. Some Sempron processors use the prefix ALI. Cores equals Phenom X4 equals Ajna, 4 AMD K10 cores, L1 cache, 64 KB plus 64 KB per core, L2 cache, 512 KB per core, full speed, L3 cache, 2 MB shared among all cores, memory controller, dual-channel DDR2-1066 MHz with unganging option, MMX, extended 3 now. SSE, SSE2, SSE3, SSE4, 64 Armenian DRAMs, Kuna Wyatt, NX-bit, AMDV, socket AM2 Plus, hypertransport with 1600 to 2000 MHz, power consumption, 65 95 125 and 140 watt, first release, November 19, 2007, March 27, 2008. Clock rate, 1800 to 2600 MHz, models, Phenom X4 9100E to 9950. Equals Phenom X3 equals Tollyman, 3 AMD K10 cores chip harvested from Ajna with 1 core disabled, L1 cache, 64 KB data and 64 KB instruction cache per core, L2 cache, 512 KB per core, full speed, L3 cache, 2 MB shared between all cores, memory controller, dual-channel DDR2-1066 MHz with unganging option, MMX, extended 3 now. SSE, SSE2, SSE3, SSE4, 64 Armenian DRAMs, Kuna Wyatt, NX-bit, AMDV, socket AM2 Plus, hypertransport with 1600 to 1800 MHz, power consumption, 65 and 95 watt, first release, March 27, 2008, April 23, 2008. Clock rate, 2100 to 2500 MHz, models, Phenom X3 8250E to 8850. See also, List of AMD Phenom microprocessors, List of AMD Athlon 10-2 microprocessors, AMD K10. References. External links, AMD Phenom processor family.